This is NewsBreak26 in Southwest New Brunswick. I'm Vicki Hogarth. Here's what's happening in our part of the world. Cecilia Stevenson, a resident of Hillcrest Court in Utopia, received a letter from NB Power this week warning that electrical services will be cut off on September 30th, which will also impact the park's water supply.
The power is the issue because it's in Annette's name with Starshine Properties. And the power runs two separate well houses, one down there and one for this side of the park. So when the power gets cut from them, then we have no way to get our water out of the wells.
The letter advises tenants to contact their landlord for more information. Stevenson's and her neighbor's units are owned by Annette Penkella of Starshine Properties, an Alberta-based company. Penkella, who bought around 20 properties in Charlotte County for $2.4 million during the pandemic, has gained a local reputation as an absentee landlord, with many of her properties falling into disrepair. Stevenson's brother recently moved out of another Starshine property in Heathland near St. Stephen at One Family Lane after power was cut off there. In July, a mobile home just 2 doors from Stevenson caught fire, leaving it and a neighboring unit uninhabitable. Stevenson and her neighbors rescued the tenant who was trapped inside.
She got burnt from here to here in order for us to get her out, and it was either she got burnt or she died.
Despite the severity of the situation, Stevenson says she and her neighbors never heard from Penkella after the incident. CHCO has made multiple attempts to reach Penkella for comment without success. Meanwhile, the tenants of Hillcrest Court are searching for a way to stay in their homes.
We have discussed maybe hooking the well house up to one of the trailers and then splitting the power, whichever trailer we have to hook it up to, because everybody's been here for years.
CHCO will continue our coverage in our ongoing series, Left in the Dark, the Starshine Properties Crisis. St. Andrew's new program aimed at reducing break-ins is underway in the community. For more on this, here's CHCO's Nathalie Sturgeon.
A new rebate program for residential security cameras has costed St. Andrews Council nearly half its allotted budget for the program. It gave $100 back to residents who purchased a security camera of any kind. So far, Council has spent about $2,000 on rebates for submissions.
Through the first review of them, we had 18 submissions that approximately getting close to $2,000. I know that several others have come in, and I'm going to be going through them this week looking at approvals.
Mayor Brad Henderson says the idea was to help provide safety and security to residents, but also aid police in solving crimes in the community. The RCMP have added 51 new positions to New Brunswick, but say they continue to grapple with recruitment and retention issues. And many rural areas have expressed ongoing frustration over police coverage.
Now that the police in New Brunswick are under-resourced, and in a program like this, what it does is it gives them more eyes and ears. So in a time where it seems like crime is increasing, it's hopefully another tool that makes them more effective at their job.
Henderson says it will ultimately be up to Council to decide whether to extend the program, but says he believes it will be. Nathalie Sturgeon, CHCO-TV, St. Andrews.
Thanks, Nathalie. Sunbury Shores Arts and Nature Center in St. Andrews is celebrating its 60th anniversary with the launch of an exhibition on Friday. The exhibition features 60 years of work by nearly 100 artists who have been a part of Sunbury Shores over its incredible history in our community, including Deer Island artist Jerome Andrews.
I've been involved since the early 70s. The first Charlotte County artist exhibition that they put on, I was in, all right? And it gave me confidence, and I've been involved with them ever since.
The 60th anniversary exhibit runs until September 28th. St. Andrews will also have a new attraction in the community thanks to the Algonquin Resort. For more on this, here's CHCO's Nathalie Sturgeon.
The Algonquin Hotel has received final approval to build its Nordic spa. Council gave third and final reading to the proposal. The original design did see pushback from the community, with it not matching the traditional Tudor-style architecture.
Council had to weigh it in, but it's important to note that the original renderings that are still kind of being circulated out there have changed. You notice that the original ones were kind of an almost like an off-white, like almost a light yellow, and the roof was not red. Those have been changed in the most updated plan, so it will be a white building with red roof.
Henderson says the rest is up for interpretation, and the more modern design is something council decided through the public process was acceptable to move forward with. It is the second such project to get underway, with the O'Brien building coming down to make room for new staff accommodation.
Finally, our hearts go out to those affected by the layoff at Connors Brothers on Thursday. CHCO's Nathalie Sturgeon was in Blacks Harbour last week to take a closer look at how the layoff of 20% of the fish plant's 450 employees will affect the community. Be sure to watch NewsBreak26 for Nathalie's full report and CHCO's increased news coverage of our region. That's all the news I have for you. For more stories and online exclusives, follow me, Vicki Hogarth, on Facebook and subscribe for free to CHCO-TV on YouTube.
A news and public affairs production of CHCO-TV, New Brunswick's only source for independent community television.